looks so freaking cool. Hollow hands and all. It looks fantastic. Here comes a screen shopping exercise, or SSE, on the Bulova Precisionist very chunky chronograph. This is a big watch, so if you have small wrists, sorry, probably wouldn't work for you. I think you would probably need at least a 6 3/4, maybe 7-inch wrist. But its looks to me are fantastic, especially this variation. And I have to put it in an SSE because this one is going to go away so very quickly at Joma's shop for what is a very low price for this particular watch. Now, when you see the price, you may be saying, oh man, that's a ripoff. Well, it's just because you don't know watches very well or the movement that is in this watch. Because this is a Bulova P102 quartz movement. It is known to be one of the most accurate quartz movements in the entire world, gaining or losing about 10 seconds per year. You heard that right. The innovative Precisionist crystal has 3 prongs, creating a torsional resonator. The prongs not only move back and forth, but twist. Standard quartz crystals only have 2 prongs. Precisionist has the highest number of vibrations, 26.2.144 kilohertz, of any quartz watch. This unique construction generates 8 times more vibrations than traditional quartz watches. The result? The reduction in the effective temperature variation and superior accuracy. You can look it up online if you want to learn more about the Bulova P102 high accuracy quartz movement. That accounts for some of the price. Back to the looks, however. This variation is gunmetal gray, solid link bracelet. It looks to be 24 millimeter lug spacing. I can do an SSE actually pretty accurately because I've reviewed so many watches. I have a ton of watches. So I can just look at it and go, this is going to be a very heavy piece. I would say on the order of about 8 ounces, unadjusted. When you take some links out, it will be less. Kind of squarish links. We'll look at that here in a second. But let's consider this right here, the looks on the face. Hollow hands, they're stick hands. They're doing this ostensibly so you can see behind the hands as you have a chronograph timer cycle running. I generally hate hollow hands. This one, it kind of works, at least on the screen, because they seem to be satin stainless steel in this variation against a dark face. Loom tips right here, I think that's kind of a miss. Loom here, here, here. And I don't think this is loomed on the fixed bezel. I don't think so. We have a chronograph seconds hand right here with the Bulova counterbalance here. I think that's what that is. That's good. Nice pip of orange there. We have a useless tachymeter chapter ring here, which is slanted, but we have a wide effective case space here. Big, thick, bold hands. Really kind of reminiscent of the Boss design language. It's a fashion watch, but whoever at one time was designing the Boss watches did some great pieces. I reviewed a couple. Tachymeter is worthless. I really wish the bezel would have been rotational, either bidirectional or unidirectional. They locked it in place. That's not good. I don't know if you care because it is a chronograph, a functional chronograph at that. And they have some design elements of some fake bolts here, which does look good. This does come in some other colors. We'll look at that too. So I think this, I'm not sure what that is. Probably, you can see the precision is 260 kilohertz. Oh, it's the 1/1000th of a second if you want to time that. I don't know how you do it. Here's your totalizer right here. I'd have to run it to know if it like keeps timing. And I think this will be the totalizer in hours for your chronograph movement. I could be wrong on that, however. Yeah. So let's go to the next one. I'll try to make this brief. I just want to get the word out. Look at how good looking that is, dudes. I mean, that is a big, chunky, masculine watch. Goodness gracious, it looks good. I love this. This looks to be stainless steel. The case is 316L stainless steel. Here's your pushers. We'll look at the water resistance. You can see the squared off bracelet here. I'd have to wear it to know if it's comfortable. It looks good though. Looks really good. Yeah, that's a good looking watch. Chunky, manly. So we have a double clasp, fold over clasp, logo right here. Only 3 micro adjustments. That's kind of a miss. They should put at least 5. And really the standard now with bracelets, and apparently they did not get the memo, is you should be able to do that on wrist. So you shouldn't have to take it off and mess with these pins. You should just have micro adjustability at the clasp, and it should give you probably 1/2 inch is what most guys would like. Because as your wrist swells and shrinks, contracts, screw and case back. I like that they're being honest. So they said Japanese movement, Chinese band. That's accurate. And that doesn't mean that's low quality. China does some fantastic watches. And then here's the price. $480. $480, dude. Don't say that's expensive. This is actually an accurate estimate of what it normally sells for, around $800. Especially with all the metal work going on here. 46 millimeter case size, 17 millimeters in thickness, so that's chunky. Gray ion plated. Oh, it says 22 millimeter. I thought that was 24. I got that wrong. Kind of a miss. It's a mineral crystal. Sad. Skeleton hands. We saw that. So I was wrong on that. So this is the 12-hour. This is just repeating your time, I do believe. Japanese movement, 300-meter water resistance, 2-year Joma Shop warranty. This watch is going to be gone very quick. You can see 14 people viewing right now. I think that's accurate. I don't think Joma lies about that. There's some other data for you if you want. God, it's a good-looking watch. Let's consider some other variations. So here's the same watch with a silicone strap, different colors. Do you guys like this one? Got a red chronograph hand there. That's a good looking piece right there. It's going to be a lot lighter than that metallic bracelet. Do you notice this? Look at this. So on this one, the case is actually ion plated. Wow, that looks cool. Wow, that's good looking. The two-tone, the really deep navy blue. That's a very close second to that first one. These watches are going to be heavy, big. You're going to need either the bracelet to stabilize them or this silicone strap or a really beefy leather strap. I don't think a NATO or a Zulu strap would work very well with these at all. I've done it. I've done it with some Invictas, and it will work, but you have to strap it on so tight to your wrist. Really thick silicone on there. And I don't really like the silicone straps. I'm mostly not into them. Oh, that's an ugly one. Goodness gracious, that's ugly. Ugh. That's ugly. Ugly. $719. See, that's a accurate price for that. That's a different variation altogether. They had a different one here, or one that was like it. We looked at that one. Is it this one? Yeah, so this is a different coloration. So that's about the same price. Look at that. So that is cool, dude. Another good color. Now, this is an SSE, so you could be surprised when you get it in person. You just don't know until you get it. I don't think you'd be surprised as long as you know you're getting a big, heavy watch with this. That's the big thing. You need to know what you're getting into. I'd buy this watch, though. If I had money and room for it in my collection, I'd totally get this. You guys know I like big watches, though. A lot of you guys don't. You like women's watches, thin watches. 39 millimeter pieces, 40 millimeter pieces. I think most of you guys have. That's sad. 39. There's no way I'm going to wear a 39. Not usually. 40's pushing it. 40 is very feminine to me. Look at that, dude. Gold. That's too ostentatious for me. I don't really like that. It's just not me. I've tried to get into gold watches and it just... I love that strap, though. Leather lined Cordura. That's a strap for that. Wow, I wish they would have put that on that gunmetal gray one. That strap. If you had this strap on that gunmetal gray, it'd be banging. Banging combo. So on this one, we'll end it here. This one, you just need to know you're going to be wearing a watch that's big, and it's going to get attention. For guys that love the Bulova brand, they'll know what this watch is. And I think even watch snobs would know this. Bulova is highly respected from what I know. That movement is very highly respected. And by the way, it runs on a CR 2016 battery, which is outstanding. So it's going to have good battery life. Thermocompensated precisionist movement. Now, there's other variations in the line. The Bulova Lunar Precisionist, that's a very cool watch. It's a 45 millimeter piece. I think it's about double the price of this. I think it's going to be around $700 to $800. Also quartz, but it has a completely different look. There's other places that I don't want to promote at this time because they don't promote me that have it, and you could go get that. And it's a great looking piece. It also has the tachymeter, although it's labeled on the fixed bezel. We're done. Let me know if you hate this watch, you love this watch, you want more SSEs. They're easier for me to do. They're more time efficient, especially since by the time I usually get the review out, the watch is completely sold out. Nothing fancy.